Okay, so what would you say about this Artemis journey, and especially how do you create those ceremonies when you go into the ancient temples?
Artemis Sacred Journeys is a wonderful is a vision that I share with many women. The dream is to bring women back to these ancient temple sites where the goddess was worshipped and there was priestesses in these temples. And Artemis Sacred Journeys is a call to women who want to reclaim the divine feminine in themselves by returning to these sacred temples. These temples have been asleep for thousands of years, and we have had a whole history of different kinds of the world events. And what I feel is so important is for women to return to their spiritual journey and how we can honor ourselves as priestesses in our lives today. And how do we do that? Well, the idea is every woman is living her life, and she has a work that she's doing, and she is committing herself to really bring her work to the world in service to humanity. And this is a call to women to return and gather together, and we go back to these ancient ceremonial sites, and we try to remember what these rituals or ceremonies could have been. So it's a way to bring us back together. So how can we sort of get a sense of what happened there before us? Can we pick on pick up on the energy of that site? And we create processions, and we create ritual, and we bring in sage, and we call forth the incarnations of the ancient ones. And we try to recreate a ceremony that is feminine, a ceremony where we can open our own hearts to what it was that brought us to these places in the first place, thousands and thousands of years ago. So Artemis Sacred Journey is a pilgrimage. It's a modern day pilgrimage for women to return to these sites and sort of remember what happened here and what we've lost, that lost voice of the ancient feminine, and then reconnect with women where we can reclaim our voice, we can reclaim our work, and we can gather and honor each other, witness each other, and initiate each other, and take a vow to remember what it is that's most important in our lives. And this week we had an initiation, and every woman made a vow to herself. I vow to honor my voice was mine. I vow to embrace myself as one of the ancient mothers of the earth, and that what I say in service to humanity is important. And a group of women surrounded me as I made that vow, and I was witnessed, I was seen, and I was empowered. And when I leave to go home, I remember coming to these sacred sites where something very, very special happened. Not only are we there, but it's like all the ancestors. We evoke all our own personal ancestors, and we honor this life that we're living as a sacred pilgrimage. And I invite women all over the world to return to these sacred sites. They're everywhere. You know, this is one that I'm very personally connected to because I have a home here. But there are beautiful sacred sites around the world. And as we gather around together in circle, we remember who we are, and we remember that our voices need to be heard. We need to listen to not only what is in our hearts, but we also need to honor and listen to each other. So welcome. Enjoy your personal sacred pilgrimage wherever you go. And if you want to come to Greece and be with us, you're more than welcome to join us on Artemis Sacred Journey. Thank you.